Well, you can see behind me the Fast Hitch book came in. The Fast Hitch book let me know where to look to find out what parts I'm missing on this Super C Fast Hitch. So let's go, let's talk about it, especially you, Craig Rasnick. All right, so she's parked in between the wide fronts. That's a narrow front. They are good for parking, and they're good for other things too. So let's talk about this for a minute. So the book came in the mail, and it's not a big book. It's actually a supplemental book. And I got this off of eBay, which I get a lot of things off of eBay. And I'm going to turn right to the page that shows what I need on the left side. All right, and that shows what we need on the right side. So that's the wrong page. All right. Thing about doing things one-handed, you're not good at it. All right, so you can see right there, there's what's called the leveling link, okay? And it's a pretty big rod. It comes up from here. It's going to connect inside, not outside, but inside, and it's going to run back to here. Okay, now I'll show you again in the diagram. They show this loosey-goosey and hanging down, and that leveling link connects in there. And that's what's going to give you your, I don't know, your tilt and yaw. I don't know. All you guys that use correct terminology, you'll know. But anyways, you can go side to side with this leveling link. Okay, now on this side, I think that's the only piece I'm missing, that big long rod. There is a guy on the internet I did find that fabricates these to spec. So in the event you can't find it, in the event somehow you're in a pinch, there's that. So let's go to the other side, take a look-see. And actually, before we go to that other side, you can see right here, leveling link connects, where I just showed you, and the bottom piece is just kind of floating there. But if you come up here, that bottom piece that's floating makes a little more sense. And you can see quick attachable pin is in position for implements with gauge wheels. So you pin it in that slot. And then this over here shows without, so it's below. So it's kind of floating above it. So there you go. And I know it doesn't focus in real well, but yeah, that's the piece I'm missing on this side. All right, we're on the other side now, and okay, so there's a piece that comes out of here, and let's get the book open so you don't think I'm talking turkey, and turn the page. Who sang that? All right, here we are. This kind of, I'll call it like a slider piece that comes out of that is missing. So, you know, it's probably laying in a field somewhere beside some farmer's barn, either. But then I look, okay, and then it retracts down. Yeah, you can see there. So when you're going to use this, you unpin it, it comes out, and then connects here. Now, if you look in the book, let's go back to the book, back to the basics. Okay, you can see where it connects up there, all right? I'm missing a piece because it's showing something completely different than that. So I think there's another piece. In fact, there's two holes. There's one hole here and one on the other side, and I think the piece that I'm missing probably attaches into that and then comes out, as you can see here. Yeah, I mean, a little bit better view of it right there. Huh. Now, it's not focusing in real good, but yeah, what they're showing here in this diagram does not look the same. So I don't know. I think, so I'm going to go with, I'm missing a piece up here that this missing piece is going to slide out and attach to. So this piece and the pin that goes in it, but I can use anything for a pin probably, so I'm not real worried about that. But they are showing G. Well, they're illustrating the pin as G, but yeah, there you go. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you your front to back, you know, leveling. So yeah, as far as I can tell, those are the pieces I'm missing, old Craigo. And if you got those on your Super C, I'd take them in a heartbeat. I also had a guy contact me. He's down by Fort Indian Town Gap. Contacted me in the comment section, and he's got the C20 plow, and he's saying a 7-foot set of discs that goes with this, and I believe they're called C36s. Can't confirm that, but I always thought the C36s were 6-footers. 7-foot disc a lot for this? Just seems like a 6-footer would be used on this tractor. I don't know, 24 horse, 23 and a half horse, somewhere in that range. I don't know, but I want the plow, I want the discs. It could be road trip time, or I'll ship it and have it picked up. But of course, we haven't even talked about a price or anything like that. He just says he has it, and I want it. So you got it, I want it, you got what I need. And there's the book. Yep, 3 parts. That's what it's looking like. Correct me if I'm wrong. All you previous long-term Super C owners are going to know, but I think that's what I'm missing. I'm missing the leveling link on this side. I'm missing that sliding rod there, and then there's a piece on the side there that the, I guess, you know, sliding rod connects to give you this for plowing. And also the new Sediment bowl assembly came in. That's what I was waiting for to flush this fuel tank. And we're going to do that in the next video. We're just going to keep on a rocking and a rolling with this Super C. And you're going to get so much Super C, you're going to get seasick. I won't, but you might. I'll test your Farmall fanaticness. So I'm starting to wonder about this Governor. I shouldn't even joke about that. He's turned out to be a real moron. But it's a little bit surgy, and somebody in the comment section mentioned the Super C Governors can be a little dicey. And I think what I'm going to do is just buy a kit for it. It could just be a bad spring in there, you know. Take that plate off, peel all this down. The fan shroud's not on there anyway, so that doesn't have to be taken off. But I'll have full access, and I'll just take that plate off and do an inspect. Anything that looks bad is bad, and anything that doesn't look bad probably will get changed out too. You get funky on the Governor, and it's not going to matter if you have clean fuel. Although, I mark my words, we will have clean fuel. We will have a perfectly built Governor. And we're going to have a Super C going to the field that's just a madman. Now, where I bought these, he also has the fenders. And what I'm finding when I'm getting on and off this thing, see that ledge right there, the axle ledge? I'm taking up that whole ledge. So I'm thinking even if I adjusted to the outer notch right there with the fenders, it's still a little crampy getting on and off. I probably will do it for looks. I probably will end up doing it for safety. But man, the other day I was getting off and my foot's clear over here, on the edge. And when I get on there, I mean, I'm kind of a round guy. I'm not a 150-pound guy. So it doesn't matter how tall you are. It matters how wide you are. And, it gives you the space here. I just know what's going to happen when I put that fender on there. So I've been delaying it till the last minute. By the time I take it to the field, either later this fall or early spring, and start plowing and disco ducking with it, we'll have the fenders on there, no doubt. Thanks for watching. Let's just keep on a rolling. We'll get this fuel system cleaned out, and we'll get back to the combine.